Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have now seen the spawn of Satan, apparently based on how Twitter is, and I'm gonna kind of try to weigh in my own thoughts. Because right now, a random cat girl online has been getting a lot of attention in the VTubing sphere and also the general Battlefield sphere on them being a cheater. Now, I'm gonna give my thoughts on this, gonna give like a lot of quotations from other folks out there. Some people are assuming it's not cheating. A lot more people are assuming it is cheating. And of course, I want to know your thoughts and comments down below in the comment section, or subscribe if you guys are new for this type of stuff. If you guys like all the unemployment entertainment, I got y'all, because I'm over here with y'all. But right now, this one clip has been going viral everywhere. Battlefield's had relatively decent reception, people have been liking the game, and there's like this one clip on Twitter has like 33 million views at this point for some random person who has this VTuber model, and everyone is calling them a cheater. Well, a very large majority. Some people are defending them. I'm going to cover up both sides. I personally think they're kind of more on the cheating end. I'll show you guys my proof and my general consensus, but if they're not and they're just goated, that's all cool stuff. But first and foremost, they are now currently banned on Twitch, and Twitch doesn't usually ban people for willy-nilly, and being, well, hacking and streaming it on platforms does get you banned. This also could maybe just be due to mass reports or whatever it might be, but let me go and show you guys out this clip first and foremost of what's going on. So as you guys know, like I said, Battlefield has been pretty poppin', and this person had really good aim, quote unquote, and people are just assuming that they were cheating.
Follow me in Delta Force era. That was
actually, when it comes to their music, I don't even want to play. I don't want to get copyright or whatever on this one. It doesn't matter. There's yapping about random stuff. Look at the gameplay. So when it comes to this stuff, let me video quality is all set just so you guys can see everything. This clip right here, I want you guys to pay a little extra attention on that. Right there. I think you guys may have saw that one too. That's the one where a lot of people are calling out on probably being a cheater, and a lot of other things are relatively normal. Like, I don't want to say things are too crazy. I've pulled off some good gameplay to kind of give you guys my insight as I'm yapping over here in case you guys don't know me. I have been playing online FPS games for a bajillion years. I have thousands of hours in CSGO. I've done pro mod back in COD days. I used to do it game battles back in the day. Every Call of Duty. I play Valorant Ranked. I play Escape from Tarkov, multiple wipes. Like, I'm a gamer. I've played a lot of FPS games throughout my years. And sometimes I'm mostly focused on talking to my Twitch chat or whatever, but off stream, when I'm just kind of focused, I love trying to be competitive in most online games. So I don't want to say I'm like the expertise over here of video games, but there is some things that are intriguing. Number one, some of these clips are not that impressive when it comes to just general gameplay. Like, not to be like, oh, here's my ego. Like, if you're in a beta day 1, day 2, it doesn't really matter. No one knows the games, the maps, and all that stuff. So even showcasing up gameplay, in all honesty, is a little bit on like kind of the loser behavior. I'm gonna keep just $150 on it, mainly because no one knows the game. It's free beta. You have people who are literally playing their very first matches, and also bots are also populating into these matches. Not saying these gameplay people are bots, but this is literally day 1 of a beta. So trying to go and show off gameplay and stuff like that, to be honest with you guys, maybe this is a hot take, I'm not too impressed. And also mainly towards the fact that I think a lot of this is going towards cheating. So let me know if you guys think this is cheating, let me know. But the big thing I think was more on like the wall hacking side. Now, I could be wrong. Some people are out there actually defending the person. If they are, I will gladly go and be like, yeah, I apologize. But the one big clip over here, this one right here, right over here, kind of weirdly edited, is a flick, which I'll re-highlight to you guys better. But this is the moment everyone is saying what's going on here, where they instantly flicked to where people were behind a wall and started shooting. And this, to me, it seems very, very suspicious. Now, I've had some crazy flicks, don't get me wrong. And there is also game knowledge, don't get me wrong, when I play certain games. Let me maybe try to show you guys in the proper clip, because I think it's around 13 seconds on in. You got it right over here, I think. I almost want to maybe make this slower on my end just for you guys to go and see it. But this is a little bit sketchy. So you have a person here, you see them in your peripheral, you look at them, you aim at them, whatever, that's fine, sure. But you see how they instantly, number one, first and foremost, instantly go and turn right where the person was. On top of that, they also instantly started pre-firing before they even knew what was happening, right here. And then it looks like they try to go and flick off it, after like 2 shots, flick off the actual bullet to go and be like, oh wait, this is not normal. Like, I shouldn't be shooting a wall. Why am I shooting a wall? Like, it doesn't really make any sense over there. You have no knowledge of people being there. There is a structure there, sure, as well, but it's very, very weird. Like, I've done similar. Like, I've turned around as a mid shooting someone else, trying to maintain momentum, whatever, but I don't usually do it with umph, with gusto, you know what I mean? So as I did this, you guys can see, and they kind of held the position. And this is also for someone who's played a lot of video games. Like, I've played a lot of it. I've done a full-time streamer for years. I've been playing these games for years. Not to be like, oh my god, I'm right. Like, make your own opinion. But like, this is just weirdo behavior. Because you're still, first and foremost, zoomed in. You pre-fired right where someone was. And you're kind of also tracking exactly where someone was. Notice this. It was exactly where someone's body was. Not over here, and they have to like readjust it slightly. Not over there, they have to readjust it slightly. Not over here, they have to readjust it slightly. Quite literally exactly where somebody was, and you did not have peripheral vision on it. And this is what most people out there are kind of agreeing on, right? In this moment right there. And I think they try to go and like adjust it and make it seem more nonchalant on that one. And you also notice that flick right over there on a body that was also dying, and the second they died, they zoomed out. To the point where like you could have fast reaction times or whatever, but they even did a reaction speed test, and my reaction speed was also quicker than even theirs. And I'm like getting to the point where I'm like a 30-year-old boomer at this point. Even though I've played a lot of games, like my reaction time, if it's quicker than this is like this like instantaneous moments over here. This is like absolute crazy, you know what I mean? And it seems like they were trying to move to kind of make it seem like inconspicuous, like right there. Like, how do you have this quote-unquote god tier aim or whatever, and then you just wasted 3 extra bullets as soon as the character's body was dead, after you kind of realized that you were shooting a wall, because apparently they also made a comment on it too as well. Now, certain things like line shooting like this isn't anything super crazy or dramatic as well, but a lot of people are putting into play on that. My opinion on this one, because I don't know this person, I think they're cheating. I think that's rough too as well. Like, the people like this ruin good games. TOS should include lawsuits for cheating, which things like Destiny 2 do. And 1 or good 2 fines laid on this dudes might make them more apprehensive about cheating. So basically, everyone's calling him a cheater a lot. A lot of people are saying they flick to a guy behind a wall, then the exact same second the guy drops, as his gun is being lowered, it locks the guy that was right next to him and even hits him within a frame. You got me all like, if this is all like legit. And I gotta agree with you. This seems so suspicious. Now, I could be wrong. It could be some god tier clips or whatever it might be, but a lot of people, and we made videos discussing that there were cheaters in Battlefield already, day 1. So it's not like it's unimaginable. There were people cheating, confirmed. Wall hacks and everything else too, as well, confirmed. And don't forget too, as a streamer, you can do certain things like only providing game capture and only providing monitor capture, that even if you are hacking on your screen in front of you, that it would also still go and show the game normally. Like, imagine having like green squares over people or aimbots, etc. You can actually have a game capture or separate instance, and it still looks normal on the streaming end. So that alone is why people have like 2nd or 3rd monitors and have it implied. I think this person's a cheater at the end of the day. Now, some people out here are kind of defending them, saying my favorite conspiracy theory is that everyone on this application is a robot program for the sole purpose of rage baiting, because there's no way this many people seriously believe this person is cheating. Now, this is almost kind of a weird hot take in my opinion too, because, well, first and foremost, it's day 1 of a game. So how do you know what is cheating and what is not cheating? Like, how do you, like, it leans more towards the accuser needs to kind of, or the bearer of the proof is usually the accuser, sure. But this is people dissecting the proof, which is the gameplay. So I'm leaning towards, I think it's cheating. I think it's hacking. But I would like to hear your thoughts. It's like the fun of YouTube, because you guys may disagree on me. But a lot of people online especially are just all assuming this is a cheater. Everyone is a cheater. We saw a lot more people assuming that they were cheaters than not to as well. And there are some of their responses to were kind of sassy. I'm not really a big fan of how they presented themselves, almost like kind of a rage baiter, riling people up. But at the same time, you know, maybe they're legit. Maybe they're the most god tier person I've ever seen in my entire life, known to man. But I think a lot of people do not think so, you know? A lot of people do, and especially when people are like go and cope and see through whatever. Like, if you can't go and imagine and take accountability and be like, yeah, that was a weird clip, sorry, you know, I'm just like flicking my wrist and I'm used to it or whatever. Not like, hey, you're a doubter, go and see the bro. Because don't forget, their account is currently banned on Twitch. Now, to give even more benefit of a doubt, even though I don't really want to, I don't know this person, in theory, it could just be mass reported from haters. You know, I get it. I understand, like, sure. Because, I mean, if hopefully so, they get their account back. And hopefully if they're not cheating, they can, like, prove it with other stuff over time. But everything I've seen, I'm not a fan of it. I don't like their attitude on it. I think a lot of people, I think, are right And I'm assuming just cause that clip is very, very sketchy, and the rest of the gameplay wasn't really that impressive, especially for a day one beta. I'm curious your thoughts on everything down below. Not to be too much of a hater, just giving my honest, unfiltered thoughts. If they're all clear, I hope they have a fantastic, lovely life and a good career.